Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Washoe. As you saw, I did get the bale sold. We ended up with, oh gosh, a little over 42,300 liters. So we ended up with 2 full bales and 1 partial bale. Very awesome indeed. I was very happy to see that. Between the sales of those and the canola, we made a total of just over $125,000. I was very happy to see that. So as you see, we have just over 222,500, and I've got the equipment set up because we need to prep these fields. We need to get this field and our homemade field all prepped and ready to go. So we need to get this fertilized. We also need to get our homemade field fertilized. I want to get both of these fields cultivated because we haven't really used the cultivator that much, well, the disc harrow. So I'm going to run that and get at least that much done. I did get the animals all cleaned up. I did check on them. Their food and water and that for the cows is all good. The food for the chickens is good. Chicken boxes are looking good. I still need to double check the greenhouses and make sure they still have water and manure in those, but I believe they are still good. I need to double check, make sure, yeah, we're still, come over here, field 4 should still be growing for now, but we're at the final stages, so hopefully tomorrow that will be ready to harvest. Now we'll get that all taken care of, which will be great. And then the other thing I was thinking is get our finances up a little bit more, is we go through, like I mentioned before, and anything extra we have in storage that we can basically get rid of, or at least reduce down to a much smaller amount. I think I'm going to work on selling that stuff off and see if we can't get our finances a little higher. Now, as you saw from the menu, hop back into our little app here, I was taking a look at contracts and this came up. Sugar beet harvest on field 1. If we borrow the equipment, we'd still come out with roughly 127,000. That's not bad at all. And similarly, field 3 has soybeans in it. Now if I decide to do this one and borrow the equipment, we'd still come out with about 32,000, and both of those, that's just the base price plus whatever's left over in crop that we could sell. Now unfortunately, being on consoles, we can't take multiple contracts. I wish we could, but unfortunately we can't. So I was thinking, after we get these fields taken care of, we take and maybe take that contract on field 1. I know I didn't want to do sugar beets again, because it is a long, drawn-out process. It will take several hours to do. Probably take about a day and a half or so in-game here, at least, to get that done. But the payout's going to be phenomenal for it. So I'm thinking that definitely might be the way to go. We take that contract, and then once we get done with that, hopefully the other contractor would still be available. And looking at things, we have the potential of possibly getting a total, just a rough estimate here, but a total of probably close to about 100 and, yeah, that's doing good. Okay, I was worried that wasn't catching the edge there. I would guess probably roughly maybe around 200,000 from those two contracts, if we're able to do them both. But the big one would be field 1. Definitely do that one. I mean, that alone would have the potential of getting over 150,000, which would be awesome. Because with everything that I'm thinking, we could finally be able to upgrade our equipment a little bit more. Biggest thing would be upgrading the harvester. That would be number 1. Let's see, we go just a little more. That would be the big one. And that way, big contracts like harvesting of field 3 we wouldn't have to borrow the equipment. We'd finally have our own. And possibly we could even look at maybe getting a truck and trailer, or maybe a bigger tractor, move some equipment around. I like the 833 up at the animals. Right now it works okay, but eventually, once we get more cows, the only thing that's going to be good for will be most likely just taking care of the chickens. And the greenhouses. I could use it for doing those as well. But as far as taking care of the cows, once the numbers start increasing, I'm not going to do very well with keeping them fed, because we'll have to take many, many more trips for feeding them. And I do like that 833. I think it's a cool little tractor. I've been doing some playing around with it on a another game save, playing around with what type of equipment would work best with it, and I've got to the point where I can do quite a bit with it um, except for plowing and cultivating. Or no, I did find a cultivator. It's not the greatest, but I did find a cultivator for it, but plow. I mean, I could probably use the one small plow with it, but that plow does require, I think the smallest plow requires 90 horsepower, and the 833 is only 67. So if you're running a small farm, actually not a bad thing. It's kind of a great little machine. But that being said, yes, my thoughts are we take the 7250, we put narrow tires on it, make it our primarily fertilizing tractor. We take this, put standard tires on it, and take it up to the animals. And we sell the 833, and then we pick up on the third bigger tractor, and I'm thinking probably Puma, so we go slightly bigger for doing our main heavy field work. As of course we'd still have the 7250 that we could still do field work with that, because the options that we'd be able to put on it, you know, we'd be able to switch out tires and the horsepower. And I said I still want to, of course, upgrade our harvester. Still wish we had a mid-range case harvester. Now, if we want to go mid-range, we're going to have to go with, what would it be, the Massey Ferguson. Oh, our other tractor's done. I'm going to let him finish. I'm going to run down here and grab the 7250, bring it up here and cultivate this. But the more money we can save up, the better off we will be. Because I still also want to actually purchase the baler. So we have our own baler, so we don't have to lease one anymore. But primarily, this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm just going to prep these fields. I'm actually not going to plant these fields right now. I just want to get them prepped. Because my thought is, I want to wait until field 4 is ready, which should be tomorrow morning. Should hopefully be ready to harvest. Get it harvested and then get it prepped. And in the meantime, figure out what we're going to put back into these fields. Now field 4 and field 9, because of the size of them, I'm thinking we put in the exact same crop into both of those. And then we come up with a crop for this one. For now, anyway. Then eventually what I'm thinking, and we'll have to take a look at our app here. Go grab our sprayer because he should be almost done. I think one more pass. Is we buy the area around field 4. We buy the area around field 5. And we buy field 5. And then we take, and we'd have a few trees we'd have to remove. I think there's like 4 of them I think we'd have to remove. And we actually plow 4 and 5 together and make one big field. But that'll be a little bit further down the road because, as I said, I want to get our income a little bit higher. Oh, and you're empty. Of course you are. Let me back you back up to here. I'm going to shut you off. I don't know if I can make it down there and back again before you get over here. So I probably should stop you for a minute. I'm going to run down and grab the truck. Thought I'd have enough to do this as well as that field, but I guess I didn't have quite enough. That's the other thing that'll be nice too, because with using the 7250 for the sprayer, we can actually get the front tank for that sprayer. Which will help us out a lot there. Because if we had the front tank right now, we'd have easily been able to do that field, and probably field 16, and maybe even field 4. All would have been done off of, you know, the total of those 2 tanks. So definitely some options, definitely some things to think about. But the big question is going to be, what do we put back into our fields? What should we plant next? This isn't going to take a lot to finish off that field, so that should be enough. More than enough. So yeah, that would be my next question. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think we should do for field 4 and 9 as a kind of combined crop? They'll have the exact same crop in both of those. And what we should put up here. me get the truck out of the way. See if a worker will actually do this. Nope. Of course they won't. Yes, I know, I'm in your way. I definitely still want the, I would love to have the Eco-Till. I think it was an Eco-Till 2500. There's a case chisel plow, 8.5 meters. I think that would go very well with what we've got. You didn't finish. Come on, there you go. Trying to almost finish that line. I better go over here because I think he's gonna miss a little bit because of these trees. I still haven't taken these couple of trees out, and I really should. There we go. Also seems to have a problem when the cotton harvester was running. You kind of missed that whole corner down there. One, because of the trees, I believe, and I think a little bit because of that rock formation there. So I may have to do a little landscaping to clean that up. That way we make sure we don't have any issues with any harvesters or that, any workers. Which, no big deal, it doesn't take long to finish it up, that little corner, so. Actually, what I really should have done, now that I know it, is cut across that end, do a headland across there, and then actually start on that corner and go across. So a cultivator is going to probably have the same issue. Alright, I'll take this back down to the yard. Because cultivating this field is definitely going to take a little while. The tanker truck, temporarily, I can just leave that there for now. Unload this. Just park this over here for now. There we get to put away. Let's see. Is that still available? I know I said I wasn't going to do sugar beets again, but for that price. Yeah, why not? Let's do this. Let's get crazy. Alright. Because the 7250 is going to take a few minutes up there to finish that up. Let's grab the truck. We'll drive over to the shop. We'll grab the harvester and header. Get that over to field 1 and get that started. We'll see what they got for us. Probably a truck and trailer for the transport part. This will be one of these missions that's going to take us all the way through the night to complete. Yep, we got a truck and trailer. See, the trailer is a 48,000 liter trailer. Park our truck over here out of the way. Oh, come on. Stop. Thank you. Want to run into the building. Okay. Let's hop into the truck real quick. We'll hook up to the trailer. Back that kind of out of the way here. So we have a little bit of room for taking care of the harvester. Nice, the Big Tiger 6. Definitely not a bad harvester. This one holds 45,000. Now, technically, we don't even need that header trailer. Because this header isn't that wide. And we're not going that far. I'm on the wrong field. Oh no, I'm not. I was going to say I thought I was on the wrong field, but no. Field 3 is the soybeans. Alright, let's see if we can get lined up here. Definitely going to be hiring a worker to do the harvesting part of this. So we'll run down through here. We'll go grab the truck, bring it up here. Let's check on the 7250, see how it's doing with the cultivating. I'm just going to run over here and jump the fence. Get our cover open. Shut the truck off for now. Just cruising right along. But I think that's going to be it for today, guys. The 7250 should be done shortly. The exact, while we're waiting for this, I'm going to run back over to the field. I'm going to cut across country here. Hopefully I'll have time to be able to get that put away. But I've got several hours worth of beet harvest to do. I don't want to get hit by a car here. So the next, I will definitely take a screenshot of us completing that harvest, and also hopefully a screenshot of what we're getting paid. And animals are all looking good down there. I love this little tower up here. Don't know why I went up around that way over there, but this is all looking really good, guys. Love how things are looking from a distance. Where in the world am I today? Wow, my mind is completely gone, guys. I gotta keep going this way, don't I? Getting lost in my own backyard. So much more he's got to go here. Oh, not too bad. Looks to be about 3/4 of the way done. This whole end is looking good. Looks like he's just turning around up here. This end is looking good. Taking an awful long time to get started there, bud. Yeah, probably about 3 more passes after this, and this should be all done. And our sugar beet harvester is 80% full. So I'll have to head back over there and empty that. Like I said, guys, this is going to be a long process with that sugar beet harvest. So we're definitely going to stop things there. As I said, I will make sure I take a screenshot of that, and if I'm able to take the other harvesting contract, I will grab that. But I won't worry about that until after, of course, field 1 is completed. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this series. Hope you're finding it entertaining. I know my play style isn't, everybody's gonna like. As MrSealyP would say, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. So if you did like it, please make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you do so. But until next time, guys, this is Farmer Manu, and as always, be good to each other, and blessed be everyone.